just to get by.
Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of Desert Outdoors. As you can see, got something a little different going on today. We've got a coyote problem, and this video has been a long time in the making, but yeah, we have a coyote problem, and I'm setting up a rifle to kind of daytime hunt them and maybe early evening hunt, because I don't have right now in my budget. I can't afford a night vision scope, so I have the Bushnell 4-18 with the BDC reticle that I want to put on this, and a few other things we're going to outfit it up with. So let's get started. All right, like I said, I wanted to put this together on a budget. The Ruger's what I wanted to go with. I wanted a dependable rifle. I like the full floating handguard, the 18-inch barrel, 1 1/8 twist. I like all that stuff. I went with the Monstrum mounts for the scope. It's a cantilever style mount. I get good reviews online. They're a pretty heavy duty looking mount. Pretty heavy duty looking. I kind of like the way that they looked. So that's the mount that we went with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these mounted up, and I'm going to put my I'm going to take my scope mounting kit, and I'm going to just check and see how accurate, or see if they're in line. And if they're not in line, I will lap these. I will lap it and kind of go from there, but they look pretty good. And I'll move you in a little bit closer so you can see all that stuff. But I went with these again with the scope. I went with the Bushnell AR 4-18. It's got a BDC reticle in it, and it's a really nice scope. Just a really nice scope. So again, it's locked out. Matter of fact, this gun's never even been fired. I've got it locked. I've never taken the lock out of it. It's never been fired. So I'll move you in here closer where you can check everything out. I'm gonna clean some of this mess up, and we'll get started. Hang in there. All right, I got you moved in there a little closer. Plus, off camera, I set this up. I set my scope in here, and I kind of got it in position where I had the best eye relief the eye relief that I was looking for. So I got that in there set up, got this set where I want it. These here get torqued down. I think it's 30 to 45 inch-pounds is what it is. It's nice to have a scope mounting kit handy. I got a Wheeler kit. And if we get this up to 30 to 45, we'll go we'll try 30 at first and see what that feels like. All right, 30 30 it is. It felt wonky when it was tightening it up, but it's there now. So that's 30. I don't think I'd want to take them 45. It may take it, but I don't think I'd want to do that. Next, I'm going to set these in here. I want to see how close this is machined. I marked my tops, the tops of my rings. I mark them. I want to see how close and if we have to, shouldn't have to lap these, but if we have to, I will lap them, the rings. They are dead nuts on the up and down. Side sight just a little bit off, not much at all. I don't think I'm going to worry about it because it is that close. So that works out pretty good. And if it doesn't hold sight for some reason, if it doesn't seem to hold sight, I may take them off and then lap them just to see if that helps. Just to see if that helps. All right. Okay. There we go. And I mark them. I mark them. Mainly if you're going to lap them, I mark them, but I still mark them anyway. To get them in there. All right, the scope we're going with. There's a bush now. It's a 4.5 to 18. I like Bushnell scopes. I'm gonna get this. When I set the mounts up, I set it up to where it was about in the middle of the scope right here. But I'll still shoulder it a couple times just to make sure that. And I'm not gonna put Loctite on here. Get these all started, and then I'll put a level on there and level everything up. I'd like to get a Zulus scope, but that one right now I just can't do. I wanted to go as much as I could budget to start out with. I wanted a dependable rifle, firearm. These are pretty dependable. Good for the second follow-up if you need it. Some Coyotes. I've gotten a lot of pictures of them. And we haven't had them a lot. Well, since when I was growing up, we didn't have them at all. You very seldom would see a bobcat. Now I have pictures of bobcats and coyotes. I actually got a picture of bobcat and coyote together. All right. I'm going to shoulder this. Just make sure that just so they're not loose. And I can move the scope. Perfect. I'm gonna shoulder this. Again, you can see it's locked. Take the scope caps off. I like it. All right. Put a couple levels on here and see what we got. That looks real good. This is just a touch. All right. I'll start in the front. And you always crisscross it. And I'll go back to here. Keep an eye on your bubble. All right. Don't look too shabby. I lost where I was at. All right, got my fat wrench, torque wrench. That makes it a heck of a lot easier. Got it set at 15 inch-pounds. And just keep working your way back and forth. From front to back. I should be getting close. Yep, I thought I would. Yep. Beautiful. It's nice when they come in together all like that. That's the way they're supposed to be. All right. Keep these. Check this one more time just to make sure. Be too late now. I have to take it all back apart, but looks good. All right. Scope is mounted up. That's the first part of what we were doing. I'm gonna shoulder this thing. I'm gonna try to get it unclamped. Shoulder this thing once or twice and see how it feels. Real nice. So that's that part anyway. I'm gonna clean some of this stuff off here and move on to the next thing that we're doing. I like this scope. I like the throw for this scope. That's pretty nice. I like it. All right. All right, I got you switched around and everything switched around. Here's where, see. Yeah, I'm gonna mount this laser right in here. I have a couple of these M-lock rail sections, which are, makes it pretty handy dandy for this. And that may be something I take off. I've got it, I'm gonna put it on and something like that right there. Then this has the mount. I can mount it like that. I'll level this out. I'll level this up. Let me get this M-lock rail on there first. I'm not like a die-hard black rifle type of guy. I just thought that this platform rifle will get the right size. I can understand why people like them. Something that can take a beating in the woods. You don't want to beat up your rifle, but if you're varmint hunting, like I plan on intending to use this for, all right, there's that. All right, like I said, there's that. They can slide this up on here. If it's on there snug. Put it right there. See how this thing fits in here. That works pretty good. All right. We'll just kind of level this out a little bit. Like I said, I may take this off. It may be just something cool to have on there, but I may take it off. We'll see. That looks pretty good right there. If we get it snugged up, that looks real good. All right, that's that. Now I'll bore sight all this later, but I'll bore sight all this, the scope and this laser. Look at that. Okay, next thing I'm going to put on is I do have a AIM Sports bipod, and I'm gonna mount it like right in here. I want to be able to reach in there for that laser. Now, I do have a switch for that. I don't know if I want to do that one or not. I have a switch to go in there to where I could run it back here. We'll see. I may put this on here, just back it up just a little bit to where I can get my fat fingers in there. Kind of like it to go that way if I can, which I think it will. To where it goes like that. I got to go ahead and get me another M-lock rail. So let me go grab another rail, and I'll be right back. All right, I got another rail. And open it up. These come in different sizes. Again, I'm not a black rifle aficionado. Like I said, I wanted something that was dependable. Almost, and I can't. This will work. This way I can. Yeah, that'll work. This way I can slide that. I can slide that bipod back and forth if I want. All right, that's that on there. Okay. Give me my Allen back. Okay. See how this, if this will slide on around. So I'd rather have it go forward. All right, I kind of got it. I think I got it about where I want it. Tighten this down a little bit. I can live with that. Reach in there. Laser. Yeah. That'll work. Well, not too shabby. All right. We get this last, see about getting this last rail hooked on here for a light. That's a green light. I like it. See if we can get it put on there. Okay, about right there. Find my, there we go. All right, get these tightened up. That's that one. That's that one. Be a large straight screwdriver here, maybe. Something like that. Put it in the middle, I think. See if this will tighten up. Don't look too shabby. There we go. There's that. Now we'll put the light on. I don't know if I'm gonna like that or not, but we'll put that on there. Get the right size Allen. I'll have to charge all these batteries up. Batteries for the light and the laser. I have to charge them up. That'll work. That'll work. Like I said, you can wide or okay. We'll see how that works out for me. I don't know. Try not to bump out. Next thing is a sling. Oh, next thing is the sling. I'm gonna clean some of this stuff off right here and see about getting the sling put on. All right, like I said, I'm gonna use one of these 2-to-1 tactical slings. I don't know how I like that or not. I loosened this up already, the buttstock, and I cracked this castle nut loose, and I cut myself. I mean, that sucker was tight. But anyway, I broke that castle nut loose with one of these handy dandy tools. All right, I got that back. Got this all back, put back together. I got it locked back up. Like I said, this gun hasn't been fired yet. So the last thing I got to put on here is, I can get this set down here. And I think what I'm going to go with is this one right here. It's a the sling mount. The one I got is Pico-1, I guess, Pico-1. Anyway, they're M-locks, but this one here, if you look at it, you can see it's kind of teardrop shaped or heart shaped, whatever you want to say. That's one I think I'm gonna go with because the sling that I have is a 2-in-1 sling, so I can use it. I can clip it, just clip it in there, and then I can clip it back over like a tactical position type deal. So I think I'm gonna put this right there. But that'll be the last thing here. All right, get these tightened up. Like I said, it's never been shot. Need to get it out on the range now and see what it'll do. All right, that's pretty snug. That's pretty snug. Look at that. Let's see about this sling. Like I said, I'm not a big black rifle guy, but I understand them. I'll move you guys back out so you can see my ugly face. All right, we got everything done. Wasn't too shabby. Turned out pretty good. I kind of like everything that we got on there. Just see how it shoots. That'd be the main thing. Get it out to the range and see how it does on the range. And then we'll see about getting into some coyotes. That's the main thing. See what we can do to get some coyotes. Also, YouTube gave me a notification that said, congratulations, I have my 1-year anniversary. I was kind of tickled about that. My channel 1-year anniversary was, I believe, Saturday, just a couple days ago. So, my first video wasn't put out till a couple days after I had the channel up and running. So, basically, just say March 1st was my 1-year anniversary. So, I'm pretty tickled about that, and I want to thank everybody that's tuned in and left comments and all that. I really do appreciate it. So can't wait to get this out on the range and see how it does. Maybe get it in the woods. And remember, it's up to us to pass on this great tradition. So take a kid hunting, fishing, or just get them out and enjoy the great outdoors. Thank you.
And I remember some will never see again. And your heroes, everyday heroes, working hard just to get by. Yeah, your heroes, trying hard just to get by.